beautiful! Truly a captivating contest. It is through you that I realized to uphold the honor of a driller, I must further hone my skills. What a beautiful lesson indeed! Go forth, my dear friend. Beautiful miss. The audition's crown is yours to claim. I shall remain here, gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience in offering you the most heartfelt cheers and applause.
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Knight of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations. Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest communication between us. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
That's not the point! Don't...
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, Now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, and our final course of action.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmity Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to...
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone...
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspicion?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the Dreamscape's safety. So...
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin. I've watched you two grow up, and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, the magnitude of this matter is enormous, and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander...
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth.
Oh, triple-faced soul. Please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will...
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishment?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With
just a moment.
What is...
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. But God, you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the heart. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great...
Perfectly harmonize it. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when...
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause someday, please afford these two an opportunity.
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss...
Don't worry. I just gave them some time.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that. Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed. Oh, I intend to. But that hinges on the outcome of this negotiation.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining it.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humans.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because you're...
That means...
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected, I believe, after going through similar predicaments. You'll be able to better Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us later on. Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its destiny was determined by our momentary win. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the... I eagerly await your answer. I'm happy to see that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the out. We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the... I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell finally. On the 137th attempt, it succeeded. but its attempt did not go perfectly. The fall shattered its wings. It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care, our given love and hopes, they all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death. I deeply regret the choices we made. Next, let us head to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was He was a dream chaser, and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most he told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that, at least, he had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and after hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions.
A dream chaser story. If I acted out of kindness, I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit and lend him a hand. But what cruel repercussion would this choice result in? I think Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong.
This question... surely it has some connection to the baby bird story. And this connection is precisely the breakthrough Sunday aims to use to persuade us. I'd probably choose to ask the Bloodhounds to cease their pursuit.
It seems illegal stowaways are really quite common on Penacony. But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserved. He sold his kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to go back for them, it's still insanely irresponsible. With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhounds send him back home. This person deserves to be punished.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox, not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape, should he be apprehended, Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequence. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apology. And the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote the...
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue.
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately...
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon...
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen? Miss Robin...
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences, because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
I can't believe that happened to Miss Robin. The strong defending the weak is a great mantra, but if I had to...
I often feel like I've dreamt of similar scenes on certain nights. In the dream, I see blurry faces. I don't know who they are, but I sympathize with all of them. Fighting for survival against some. Their confusion and fear are lucid to me. But I also remember They chose never to give up. Just like Miss Robin. If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, you should find the answer from your own experiences. With each trailblaze, dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away? Would you stop March and Don Hung from reaching their next destination? I believe you have an answer of your own in your own.
Miss Robin's courage is admirable. And here I was thinking she was just another superstar celebrity. But the fact that she is also Mr. Sunday's younger sister? No, I doubt he'd wish harm on his own flesh and blood. No matter.
I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the Order, where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented. The turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow, and even despair, set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their... And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new... And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the Miss Firefly. You who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand.
It sounds like a flawless
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as for why life slumbers, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, but unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you out. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of déjà vu.
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct. Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to we're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose?
I guess... I'm not entirely sure, but... let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door?
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and if I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So
This could be a case of everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories have in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms? And
yeah. Let's check out the rooms I just mentioned. I heard some noises from the room.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're
Sailors? Can Origami Birds be sailors?
could you tell us more about the Compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out.
Huh? Oh, weird. I could...
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker.
Anything special about that?
Mikhail...
Grandpa?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea.
I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey. And it's been quite a while since I last saw him. I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is!
The water resembles a precious jewel, embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments. Hey, don't tease! I was just being a bit
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown.
Yeah. While Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool back then. I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further. I wish to share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left.
Huh? Something feels different about...
Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
The atmosphere in this room feels
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky, you're here! Yeah.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived to ensure that everyone had land to settle on. He had to continue exploring the sea. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere, and told me to stay home, and patiently await us.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky,
an ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. The distant sound of a train whistle.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this.
Hey, the shape seems to match.
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth.
Mechanism deactivated.
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I've spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, while they're here, I learned how to repair clockworking gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned a clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message, left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait.
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the...
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather, and the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about we start with your name? Now should we call you Misha?
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, if you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure has for the child who has been with you. He's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clonky. A young apprentice. And this also marks the beginning of his journey. Devoted to
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished. In my deepest... However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the...
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my... If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's... I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Esdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path, all I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planned now. It's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this stream. And tell...
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you.
Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out.
Well, it's hard to explain. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you...
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of...
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory, and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of trailblaze will...
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat.
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former Nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous.
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next Watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron...
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Astana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So...
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend?
This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenged, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your...
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was, I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dream.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandma gave it to me that I realized. It was... So, your name should have been Compassy. And the watchmaker is just...
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else. I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What, Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just...
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, happy, angry, or sad, all they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to Order.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center, since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Please stay tuned. Please stay tuned. Time to test our rapport. Let's improvise.
Enemy targets detected.
Do you admit this crime?
Step up, let's see ya.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Commencing support. Ready for another?
It's time.
That's all you got?
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
In the mood for another beating? Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose, we make the same choices.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, "In all fairness."
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right. I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Every time an important moment arrives, you hesitate. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessors' long cherished. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight. A desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet.
What do you mean? Are you not coming?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, "I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams."
3 times?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, so now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most
terrible form?
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise...
Thank you again for your assistance. Reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition... I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death.
May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception. Death is like a script, a fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest.
Do you exist,
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you deserve. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. It will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The Nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, yeah. Not just those Nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. Now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell." Oh, I almost forgot. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer, to the imperfect tomorrow.
It's warm here, isn't it? You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain. Little up.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. The only downside, it becomes extreme. Have you?
I can still taste certain things. Like, before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron.
It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least, I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey. By the way, are you all...
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavili's.
Quite an
She became stagnant water.
Well...
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile.
That's proof that you're grieving for her. Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides...
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and...
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning... In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water, only when I look at this vibrant red fire do I realize that...
When will this rain ever...
Perhaps when the sorrows of the
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the paradises under the influence of the Harmony, a sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanu Major and Minor systems. Half an Amber Era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used...
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harm. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurity.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazeront, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. 2 paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the Order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum, and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni!
So you're saying that the two leaderless paths are working behind...
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
Holy whoop, now this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Al...
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the Chosen One who harmonizes the very...
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course. You're still as... The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the Harmony.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world, instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same...
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun, bathed in my light. My people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior of the Penacony Grand...
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to...
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet.
Yeah, I wonder how many tickets... Hey, that's not what we should be concerned about.
Let's explore around.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling.
Never let your guard down.
Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent? Yikes! They scared the life out of me!
Are these puppets part of the stage setup? Even so, it's so eerie that the entire front hall is empty.
Something feels off. Where in the
There's no other grand theater in the dreamscape.
So Sunday's messing with us? He said we'd have a final showdown on the stage, but...
My apologies for the delay.
You scared...
I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you to enjoy a stage play in 3 acts before the festival begins. History is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence within it. Naturally. Let us commence with the dawning of the world. After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Anna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into pigs, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys, and the sun rose. Strike the black keys, and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose.
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Naughty child.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Support received.
I'm okay.
Attack!
Like fire until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
You took the bait.
This is more Sex in the Sea, so play!
Time for a shot. Nap time. That's better.
Firefly type.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Not...
Initiate cleanup. Detonate.
Every victory is hard won.
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter it? Where are we now?
The atmosphere here looks similar to Sunday's inner. This act is named Ode to Prisoner. Given the atmosphere here,
I thought things were finally looking up as I managed to dodge prison during my recent trailblazing expeditions. But now it looks like I'll be back behind bars.
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start? Shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison. In 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanun ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant. IPC referred to it as the War of the Frontier, while the Asdanians dubbed it the War of Independence. It's true that Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them true liberation. The 3 nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of Trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile. Once again, Asdana was engulfed in war. This time, the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest.
I hope you like this land of freedom on a scorched earth.
As you can see, their set freedom permeates every corner.
Prisoners, this is my order. Learn the essence of freedom and teach your...
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
Fight to live!
Huh. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Nap time. This is more than battle.
Set the seas ablaze!
this time. Time for a buzz. This combat needs This is double speed.
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork. Dreams do come true.
More enemies.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Time for a buzz.
Attack!
Nap time.
Join the battle.
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Time for a buzz.
Naughty child.
Sam in position. Detonate.
Can I have fun this time?
No one can restrain you anymore. You
Thus concludes the first act.
This must be how Penacony was constructed. With the aid of outsiders, the prison. However, it appears that Sunday aims to convey the spiritual plight of the prisoners more than the physical.
This show is a bit too literary for my taste. But the battle part is quite easy to understand. Anyway, these puppets. Where are they guiding us this time?
They transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream. Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil. That marked the third and fourth days.
Look, another frame.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Ode to Fool. This must be the second act.
The surroundings are different from before. The stage
Behold the ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced Land of the Exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it in allegorical form.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
welcome to this mansion, dear house.
Land of the Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own ambitions, leading to ceaseless conflict. The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered away in the White Desert event, orchestrated by the Alfalfa family.
You did not serve the old master.
The leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival. However, his eldest son slew him in the name of righteousness and ascended as the new family head.
Detected, but never.
Only when Gopher Wood led the family to Land of the Exiles and earned recognition from all 5 major
Dear outsider. I wish they could.
This is the second act. Looks like it's about.
But this new master, it seems like a.
Perhaps this is the truth Sunday is trying to express, if you read between the lines. The Harmony changed Penacony.
Looks like we've gotta help those guys.
I shall sing for my new master. Justice.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Master! Oh, you will be. Master. Once I stood as the most My former master has long.
Master is no longer. Master is no longer here.
Either I shall be. Without a master. Thank you, dear outsiders. Heed me, one and all. Your former master shall not return. Cast aside the veils of hypocrisy and embrace one another.
Get ready. Looks like another fight is about to begin. Let's improvise.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Attack detected. Fire Talk Type 4 in fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
Huh.
The
More
mood is set
enemies.
just right. Let the show begin.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Good as new.
Naughty child. Nap time.
This is more than a battle. Set to the seas of flame!
Let's improvise.
Can I have fun this time?
Time for a shot. I'm okay.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Join the battle.
You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
Naughty child. That's better.
Great teamwork. Still the same old.
Sam in position. Detonate.
Stay.
Mission terminated.
Listen, the story is almost done. And the earth seems
Take your positions.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Set to the seas of flame!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you. I will. Keep trying. Attack detected.
More enemies.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Time for a buzz.
That'll take more.
Fight to live!
Stay in step.
Detonate.
Time for a buzz.
Naughty child.
Support received. Joining the battle.
Take your positions.
Can I have fun this time?
That's better.
Great teamwork.
Sam in position.
Dreams do come true.
This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Alas, thus concludes the second act. Amidst an illusory...
This is how Penacony fell under the family's control. Since the arrival of the Harmony,
This guy really loves dramatic scenes. Bet he comes from a whole lineage of... This guy is really into these puppets. Oh, I get it now. The last scene is...
and the atmosphere here is completely different from the previous two.
This is the concluding act of this play. I have showcased the past and present of Penacony, hoping that my desire for change resonates within you. And now, I shall reveal its future to you.
to king, who shall bear responsibility for the people? The people lack foresight. We will make choices on their behalf and bear the responsibility. We shall support them, protect them, and standing against the mighty.
After the king's departure, no danger detected. But never. Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Hey, aren't we supposed to kick off a short story?
Perhaps we'll need to complete the story.
So, do you think their mind needs tinkering?
Farewell, former king. We no longer have need for a king, for we...
How did it go? You can't change them? What is that?
My apologies for my negligence. I forgot to inform you that the final part was scripted along...
Let our previous king recount it to you.
Prepare for battle. Looks like we'll have...
Ascending from the infinite spiral staircase, I traverse towards the future with measured steps. No need to remain seated, yet seek my assistance. For the contours of my mind shall intersect with other. Take your positions.
More enemies. Time for a fun.
Nap time.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
Fight to live!
Sam in position.
Time for a shot.
Great, the mood is set. Let the show begin!
Time for a fun. This combat needs up.
This is double speed. That'll take more than medicine. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Support received.
Nap time.
Joining the battle. Attack!
Like fun till everything burns to ashes!
Still the same old.
Firefly type sets the seas ablaze!
Stay in step.
This is more than a bad fight to live!
In the hushed expanse of a nocturnal reverie, I leave faint traces. What is mine shall wane.
This is the final scene. It's much more straightforward. Let's go. Once this
They imbued the world with meaning, yet all beings thus, on that day, all beings united and cast the Eon into the abyss of oblivion.
This Grand Theater looks totally different.
Everyone, get ready. This could be...
That marked the 7th day. Cheers and chants reverberated in the music.
The stars shine bright. Praise the Great One. The Order is dead. The Order is dead. The Order is dead.
Includes everything related to the Order. What are your reflections on this, mine? Nevertheless, this is but a trivial blip in the annals of galactic history. What true... You've arrived at the perfect moment. The Charmony Festival is about to commence, and it would be a shame if you were absent for the Harmony's prologue. Allow me to extend my warmest welcome once more. Welcome to Penacony Grand Theater, the very core of the sweet dream, the abode of the Stellaron, the grand... and the very place where the future of Penacony shall be determined through conflict. Your unwavering faith in the Trailblaze is truly impressive. True goodness can only be achieved through faith.
Allow me to point out that falling into a permanent slumber is not happiness, especially when those people are driven by someone else's will in their sleep.
Do you still believe that the Order only seeks to control the universe as their puppet, Himiko?
No matter how perfect your vision of paradise may be, a cage remains a cage.
People will never achieve true happiness in a world like that. They would just be toys for the Eon.
It seems you have misunderstood my intentions. Allow me to clarify. My desire is not to resurrect a fallen Eon, or become one myself. My sole objective is to create a paradise free from Eons, where the Order ensures the dignity and happiness of all humanity. A paradise exclusive to us human beings.
That's not the case. If people are to live with dignity, there must be nothing and no one above them. In your so-called paradise, you would be the one reigning supreme.
Looks like we won't be able to convince each other. Now that our conflict has been destined, let's unveil our path. However, before the prelude to the future begins, please take a moment to ponder the questions I've posed. Is darkness equal to daylight? Are sinners equal to the righteous? If you are born weak, which god should you turn to for solace?
The Eon is of great might. Under the banner, you have crossed the things in the cosmos.
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
Time for a fun.
Naughty child.
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
You took the bait.
Time for a
Great teamwork.
This is more than a battle.
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
Can I have fun this time?
Joining the battle. Detonate.
Nap time.
Attack.
Until everything burns to ashes! Firefly Type 4 in position.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
More enemies.
Naughty
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Fight to live!
Let's improvise.
Can I have fun this time?
This is more than set to the seas of flame!
Nap time.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Time for a buzz.
That'll take more than medicine.
Until everything burns to ashes!
The mood is set. Let the show begin. Rhythm get messed up.
Firefly Type 4 in fight to live!
That's better.
Thank you. I will keep fighting.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
More.
This is more than a battle. Set to the seas of flame!
Still same old.
Attack detected.
Take your positions.
Sam in position.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Joining the battle. Attack!
Time for a shot. That's better.
Great teamwork.
Just a little something. Think nothing of
Great teamwork.
You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
Sam in position.
Take your positions. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Time for a buzz.
Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes!
combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Stay in step.
Thank you. I will keep fighting. Fight! I will claim victory for my...
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Support received. Attack!
That's better.
Support received.
Take your positions. Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Joining the battle.
Stay in step.
Initiate cleanup. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you. I will keep fighting. To live!
Attack detected. Attack!
Naughty child.
Attack detected. Initiate cleanup. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
This is more than a battle.
Nap time.
Recalibrating.
I'm okay.
Initiate cleanup. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Firefly Type 4 in position. I will claim victory for myself. Fight to live! This is more than a set the seas ablaze!
I already know your decision.
I now permit you to gaze into the sun.
On these 107,336 stones, the almighty and powerful springs of harmony are at my disposal! The supreme tuner, harmonious choir, Dominicus! Lost souls, come and meet your master!
The embodiment of the harmony? So the true purpose of the Charmony Festival is to usurp it?
Time, detonate!
Like Firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Fight to live!
Keep up with me. Wake up!
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Set to the seas of flame!
Why as perceptive as you are? Answer me this. Why could the harmony and the order merge into one?
Naughty child.
Fight to live!
Because neither side could tolerate discord.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Support received.
Keep up with me. Wake up!
Can I have fun this time?
Sam in position. Attack! Enjoy eternal peace.
Time for a shot. Nap time. I'm okay.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set to the seas of flame!
Sing together!
This is more than a battle. Fight to live!
That's better.
Let's play our own. Let the show begin.
Attack detected!
Noise is fading!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
Set to the seas of flame!
Good as new.
Sink into a dream.
I'm okay. That's better.
Great teamwork.
More enemies.
All things are part of the melody.
Naughty child.
Is darkness equal to daylight?
All things in the cosmos.
Time for a buzz.
Time for a shot.
Attack detected. Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
You took the bait.
Nap time.
This is more than a battle. Set the seas ablaze!
Take your positions.
Can I have fun this time?
Attack!
Naughty child.
Support received. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up.
More enemies.
Set the seas ablaze!
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Fight to live!
This combat needs... This is double speed.
Nap time.
Let's improvise.
Can I have fun this time?
Attack!
That's better.
Support received. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Dreams do come true.
Firefly type set the seas ablaze!
More enemies.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you. I will keep fighting.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Attack detected. Fight to live!
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Attack detected.
More enemies.
Attack! Detonate.
Like until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
That's better.
Thank you. I will keep fighting.
This combat needs... This is double speed.
Stay in step.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork. The mood is set. Let the show begin. Let's improvise.
more than a battle fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up.
You took the bait.
Stand in position. Attack!
That'll take more than...
Support received.
Take your positions.
Naughty child. That's better.
Good as new. This combat... This is double speed.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Good as new.
I'm okay.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up.
Can I have fun this time?
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Set the seas ablaze!
That'll...
Stick.
More enemies.
Your decision.
The embodiment of the harmony. So the true purpose of the Charmony Festival is to usurp it?
Firefly, type 4, in position. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Listen to our song.
Nap time.
Firefly, type 4, fight to live!
Why as perceptive as you are? Answer me this. Why could the harmony and the order merge into one? Disorderly noise!
Set the seas ablaze!
Because neither side could tolerate discord.
I'll take the lead. Wake up.
Stand in position. Attack!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Support received.
More enemies.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Good as new.
Sink into a dream.
I'm okay.
Detonate.
play our own melody. Let the show begin. Keep up with me.
Now noisy.
Can I have fun this time?
Naughty child.
Thank you. I will.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
Fight to live!
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
We're finally waking up from our dreams.
Time for a buzz.
Disorderly noise.
Set the seas ablaze!
Disorderly noise.
Nap time. That's better.
Joining the battle.
More enemies.
Not over yet.
I'm okay.
Enjoy eternal peace.
Can I have fun this time? This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Sing together. Sam in position. Attack.
Like fire until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze! Mission terminated.
Noise is fading.
Lost souls, come and meet your master.
The embodiment of the harmony? So the true purpose of the Charmony Festival is to usurp it?
This is more than a battle.
Fight to live!
Keep up with me.
Time for a buzz.
Set the seas ablaze!
Disorderly noise.
Why is it perceptive as you are? Answer me this. Why could the harmony and the order merge into one?
Nap time.
Firefly Type 4 in position. Fight to live!
Because neither side could tolerate discord.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
I'll take the lead.
Enjoy eternal peace. Joining the battle.
Still the same old.
More enemies.
Sing together!
My target detected.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
Support received.
Can I have fun this time?
Until everything burns to ashes!
Let's play our own. Let the show begin.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
I will claim victory for myself.
Fight to live! I'm feeling like there's another world in front of my eyes.
It's the power of tuning. Don't let the song distract you.
This is more than a battle.
Set to the seas of flame!
Disorderly noise! They are part of the melody!
Wake up. Still the same old.
Fight to live!
Disorderly noise!
That's better.
Great teamwork.
Enjoy eternal peace.
More enemies.
Sam in position.
Detonate!
I'll catch up.
Oh, not to me!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
Nap time.
Can I have fun this time?
Like fire
Until everything burns to ashes!
Let's play our own melody. Let the show begin.
Firefly Type 4.
Set to the seas of flame!
The time has come. Creation will be reborn from the remains of the gods.
Dan Heng?
Radiant spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Wake up! Hey, wake up! Are you alright? Can you... Oh, not good. Try to... Alright. Stop joking around. The Lightning Lord may be all-powerful, but they're not going to cause sudden... It's a long story. Simply put, Dan Heng used the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath when we were in the middle of a fierce battle, and then we returned to reality. Look, everyone else has also returned from the dreamscape. Himeko and the rest are at the lobby discussing matters with the General. And now that you're awake, we should tell the crew that you're alright. Come with...
Not going to come chat with me, sleepyhead.
That voice. Is that Black Swan?
Hey, where are you going?
Hey, we meet again.
What's Miss Black's...
Nothing, Miss March. I noticed she was awake and wanted to check to see how she was doing. Though the strike from the General was timely, its destruction was also immense. When emanators collide, ordinary people inevitably suffer. But, luckily for them, the dreamscape is my home turf. Thankfully, I managed...
Oh, so that's what happened!
Don't mention it. After all, I wouldn't want to see such precious memories vanish.
Of course not. But you're not planning on doing something like last time.
Why would you think that? I've never harbored any ill intentions. Well...
Himeko and Mr. Yang are probably still busy. Let's go look for Don Hung first! Look, he's still talking to that cowboy.
You're awake.
Well, fork me. You must be that Stellaron they were talking about.
Allow me to introduce him to you. This is Boot Hill, a galaxy. During our pursuit of a certain person, we crossed paths and just so happened to uncover a shock, which is why we sought you out, to help the...
No need for thanks. And the Galaxy Ranger's principle is correct every injustice one sees. That's...
more or less.
Wait, hold on a sec. This is the first time I'm hearing about this certain person. Who are you chasing? And why would that...
Who was it again? Don Hung! No, that ain't it. I just can't seem to recall.
I can't seem to remember.
What's going on?
Heck, forget about it. If it slipped all our minds, reckon that person was just a minor scam.
Yes. When the dust settles, I'll just think of a way to recall it. And everyone, let's hurry up and look for Miss Himiko, shall we? She's now a minor star.
You're right. Let's head to...
One peach soul glad, shaken, not stirred.
Look, they're with the...
That's all right. In these times of conflict for the sake of utmost safety, it is only right that the Alliance steps forward to mediate on behalf of the Astral Express. We must not allow you to take unnecessary... Furthermore, despite the IPC's eagerness for success, it prioritizes peace above all. And the family, trapped though it may be, professes a desire for harmony. The Alliance has always won people over with reason. I firmly believe both parties can indeed put aside their differences and come to a peaceful agreement.
The General possesses a deep understanding of the greater good. With the Cienjo Alliance mediating, peace for Penacony is within reach.
You flatter me. But ultimately, it's been all down to the Express. Without your efforts, this sweet dream paradise... Well, would you look at that? Here comes the big... Here's the galactic baseballer. The paragon of both heroism and humility.
Are you okay? I heard you couldn't wake up. Are you feeling unwell?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang. There's nothing wrong with her. She practically burned through a lifetime's worth of jokes on the way here. What about you, Mr. Yang? I heard that even Miss Robin wasn't spared. And that guy locked you both up.
It's a long story. But at least Mr. Sunday took it easy on us. He used an ability called tuning to connect our consciousnesses with his. In other words, he imprisoned us within. Thanks to General Jing Yuan's destruction of the Harmonious Choir, we were able...
He used that tuning on us too! Does that mean that we were almost imprisoned?
I can confidently say now, he was truly after a fair fight with us. Had he wanted, he could have easily taken us down. Without so much as lift.
Speaking of the Oak family head, where is he now?
It's complicated, but in a nutshell, he's now the former Oak family head. The IPC has named him the key figure in the family's Penacony split, citing a threat to cosmic peace. He must represent the family and answer for the unrest caused. His trial is set to take place at Pier Point. The family quickly labeled him and the remnants of the Order as enemies, declaring the turmoil an internal rebellion. This move affected...
Everyone really has their own agenda, after all.
Then, what's going to happen to Miss Robin? She and Sunday won't be able to deny their involvement in the Charmony Festival. They're siblings, after all. Why the sigh, Jennifer?
I can only say that this incident is an unexpected mess for the girl. The Alliance will try to persuade the family to consider this matter carefully during mediation. It's time, everyone. The IPC's key members and I have agreed to consult one another before the upcoming negotiation.
Given the General's invitation and the matter's significance to the universe, the crew will naturally accept. However, if the IPC...
Why, of course you're welcome. They've mentioned that your team is a trusted ally of the IPC in Penacony, so there's no reason not to welcome you. Besides, if there can be reliable observers from the Astral Express present, discussions will go more smoothly. So, what do you all think?
I'm kind of allergic to those types of situations. I think I'll just head back to my room and start packing.
Not to worry. Himiko and I will take care of things.
I'm afraid I'll also have to return to the Express first. The conductor is worried about us. It's best I go and explain the situation.
Thank you. What about you, Will you join Welt and me? Or have you got...
What? I can pack it myself, you know.
If that's the case, our galactic baseballer can join us. Although I'm not too sure of the reason, the representatives from the IPC have insisted on her presence. Allow me to lead the way. Follow me. The negotiation will commence at the hotel lobby. Everyone please, follow me.
Mr. Aventurine and Miss Topaz are here too.
Oh. It's been a while, my Astral Express friends. I would also extend my sincere thanks to you, General of the Lawfu. The presence of everyone here assures that the talks will likely reach a conclusion that satisfies all sides.
Oh. Looks like everyone has come with expectations. Care to share?
Of course. Topaz, if you please.
Sure. Leave it to me. In summary, it's good news. After much deliberation from the Strategic Investment Department's Council, the absolute majority of members have agreed to the following resolutions. In light of long-term considerations for interastral peace, and by authority of Pierpoint HQ, the Strategic Investment Department, on behalf of the Interastral Peace Corporation, will permanently relinquish its claim on Penacony sovereignty and offer unconditional support of the family's rebuilding efforts on Penacony.
Now that's something.
Well, if that's what it takes to bring peace to the entire universe, it's a price I'll gladly pay.
Has the IPC finished sharing all its thoughts? That the Guild, much like the Genius Society, has taken a keen interest in the recent calamity in Penacony. Ultimately, both parties have agreed to a comprehensive collaboration, offering technical support for the reconstruction of Penacony. The floor is yours for the finer points, Mr. Scroolum. Enlighten us.
Organic life's unrelenting search to understand the realm of inner spirituality is something I both admire and envy. Inorganic life has no mechanism to evoke dreams. But when my mechanical impulses are active every time, within the realm of imagination, there emerges a fire from the shadows. It is warm, bright. I frequently ponder this flame might represent the essence of intelligence. Alas, they are nothing but projections of my thought system to me. Desired, but unattainable. But after deliberations with my partners, we have decided to defer the progress of the Simulated Universe project, and instead assist the Intelligentsia Guild as technological consultants in the research of the Dreamscape and Memory Zone, so that these assets may be better used to serve humanity.
Not only that, we've also established contact with the Garden of Recollection through the IPC, and they've pledged their support for our research endeavors. I'm truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony. The cosmos' brightest and, let's admit, dimmer intellects are now at their service.
Agreed. It's hard to imagine members of the Genius Society taking an interest in such mundane research. Never mind. At the end of the day, this is a positive.
No wonder everyone insisted that she be there.
It heartens me to learn that everyone is willing to put aside their differences for Penacony's plight. I trust that everyone will surely reach consensus in the upcoming negotiation. Looks like Penacony's future is decided. I'm wondering, is there anything else the crew is concerned?
Peace is our greatest wish. Beyond that, we desire nothing else.
Well, that's good. Now that everyone's minds are at ease, I shall take my leave. You may now depart with peace of mind. The Alliance will deal with all subsequent procedures.
If that's the case, it appears that we have nothing else to worry about on Penacony. Looks like it's time.
Sounds good to me.
You two head back to the Express first. I'll pick up March and deal with the checkout procedure. Oh, also, Miss Black Swan, you have a matter to discuss with me.
Nothing escapes your attention, Miss Navigator.
You've been with us this whole time, huh? In any case, she and I will be waiting for you in March on the Express. Let's go. Our time on Penacony has come to a fruitful end.
Penacony's journey ends here.
The navigation meeting is about to start. We're all waiting.
When did the Express...
Ahem. Looks like everyone's present. Let the navigation meeting commence.
This a meeting to decide our next stop? How we doing this? By show of hands.
Hold your horses, cowboy. It's for those to...
Allow me to explain. Mr. Boothill and Miss Black Swan submitted a request to temporarily travel with the Express for their own personal reasons. As you all may know, the Astral Express never declines any passenger whose heart yearns for the distant stars. Therefore, they will be traveling with us for a while until they reach their destinations.
Whoa, the Express is going to be much livelier now. But, Miss Black Swan, you better not use your memo keeper abilities to pull any pranks.
Understood, Miss March. I promise you, you'll never see me in your room while you're taking a break.
Don't! You're freaking me out.
All right. Now that everyone's met everyone, we can continue our navigation. Firstly, Pom-Pom wishes to thank everyone. If it weren't for you all unearthing the truth about Penacony, Pom-Pom would have never known where Mikhail and the rest had gone. What they had to go through was regrettable, but I reckon they all fulfilled their wishes. And it was thanks to all of you. Thank you, everyone. Now then, we come to the crux of this navigation meeting. We must decide on the Express's next stop. Let me introduce the first choice is from Himiko, the oceanic planet of Lushaka, a planet composed entirely of water. Many aquatic races reside there. Of course, it's also the home planet of the venerable, nameless Mikhail. The second choice is the agate world Melustanen, suggested by Welt. It's famed as one of the initial sites of the Stellaron disaster, and the place where the beauty Idrilla ascended. Today, it's celebrated as a planet of undying allure. The third choice is Edostar, a planet nestled within a vast ion storm region, currently under assault by the Antimatter Legion. However, the distress signals from there have recently ceased, prompting the IPC's wish for us to check it. The last choice, courtesy of Black Swan, is the glass belt Petravia, a massive belt of asteroids that was turned to glass by the Lord Ravager Zephyro. These days, it's apparently known to house one of the
Ooh, so many options. I'm seeing...
Next up, everyone will select the destination that they wish to visit. And then, we'll put it to a... Little Misha and old Mikhail's homeland. Having been through so much in Penacony, as an aspiring nameless, I believe a visit to his homeworld is a must.
Count me in. Still, I imagine that planet must have changed entirely after the Stellaron disaster. I've heard that its land masses no longer exist, and the native population has completely changed.
I'm not against Miss Himiko's choice, but Edostar sounds like it's in danger. As nameless, should we not extend it?
March is right. Though the fact that the distress signals have ceased means we're probably too late. But I still think we should investigate the situation there.
3 votes for Lushaka. 2. Looks like we have a winner! Next stop, Lushaka! Then this navigation meeting is adjourned. I'll go check the warp jump coordinates. Everyone can... When it's time to make the jump, Pom-Pom will make an announcement.
There's still some time before the jump. What should I do?
How about a chat? Over here. Oh, you're here. Seeing your reflection among the stars in the porthole. How about it? This journey of beautiful dreams. Was it to your liking? Tinge of regret I sense. Oh, these are the kind. So, how about you hand that small parting gift back to me? Oh? I just stumbled upon a particular... Before I explain, I would like to apologize to you. This farewell gift I gave you isn't really a Remember when we entered the hotel in the dreamscape for the first time? And this way, I can always be attuned. But this is not its most... Light cones are slices of light used to encapsulate solidified phenomena. It can etch your memories in their most vivid form. And then, allow me to admire and manipulate them. All the world is born from the power of mind and soul. And that life, seemingly vast, offers but a scant collection of impactful memories. Some joyful. Memory is a reflection of the future. Within that reflection, I see your unparalleled worth. And that memory will be as scintillating as the star cluster. Precisely. But do you know the deeper meaning behind? The reason is simple. In this grandiose and ostentatious dream of the families, only you personally experienced the entire... Patience, my friend. I will reveal the answer to you. Turn around and take a look at your friends. Every one of them is reveling at the arrival of their next destination, all filled with hopes and expectations of their own present and future. Revealing everything at this... I'm looking for an opportune time. A time when you're totally at ease. Perhaps when the night grows hazy and you're about to drift off would be the most opportune. How about one fine night? I will prepare the candles, aromatics, and even a cushy couch to create a cozy dreamland for you. And then I will tell you the answer in the form of a little bedtime story to lull you to sleep.
Hi! Hello! The Express is about to make the jump! Please be seated!
It looks like we're finally about to set off. There are countless gleaming memories out there waiting for us. Ah, that's right. As a small token of compensation for playing that little trick on you with the empty light cone, life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our sole companion. You'll remember the... In the year 2158 of the Amber Era, the first year of the new epoch, the universe resumed its intended trajectory. The kindling of conspiracy smoldered in Penacony, the land of the dreams. Failing to erupt into a blaze, it instead flickered briefly on Klapoth's anvil, before vanishing in the blink of an eye. The dead, and those fated to die, remain in their eternal slumber, while the living find solace in deep sleep. All clamored in a cacophony of silence, and then went about their own ways. The cosmos emanated a vitality characteristic of a new era, all for the modest price of a brother and sister's mild grief. Babies are born as stars extinguish. The silver rail unfolds. The story of the Astral Express comes to a close, yet it also embarks anew. Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. If you can pick the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of... You're feeling very relaxed. It's time to tell you a little bedtime. Well, let's start with a conclusion. The crew was defeated in the battle against Sunday. Everyone in Penacony failed, and no one survived. Don't panic. The truth, as horrifying as it may be, is not yet irreversible. there's still a glimmer. Next, I'll use this empty light cone that carries all your memories to relive everything that happened before. And when this story reaches its end, I'm sure someone as clever as you will notice that. There's a major flaw in the story you have experienced. Yet, within, are you ready for it? Do you remember everything? When the clock turned back, the Express started a warp jump, sending you to a strange dream. You were bewildered back then. And then again, when you arrived at the Reverie Hotel, you met the doorman Misha and had a confrontation with Aventurine, an IPC representative. After that, you saved Firefly and explored Penacony together. During the tour, you ran into Sparkle disguised as Sampo and accidentally entered a child's dream. There, I rescued both of you from death, but Firefly didn't return to reality. She realized the truth and tried to involve you in her plan, but that the 2 cases of death prompted you to investigate the truth behind the sweet dream. Despite your efforts to gather information about the 2 victims, you didn't make. Meanwhile, Aventurine was secretly carrying out his scheme, in which you were one of the pawns. In the midst of a fierce battle, Acheron revealed her true identity as an emanator. That strike foiled Aventurine's plan and opened a passage between the sweet dream and the original memory zone. Upon your arrival at Dreamflux Reef, you learned the truth that death was actually dormancy. As well as the truth about the dreamscape, you split up with Sunday and Robin, looking for a way to seal the Stellaron. However, it turned out that Sunday and the Dream Master had their own hidden agenda. And you had to engage, and finally the story reached its conclusion. You emerged victorious, with the Trailblaze triumphing over the Order, and Penacony embracing a bright and peaceful future. This marks the end of the thrilling journey in Penacony. I'm sure you've the major flaw, which contradicts all the known information, hides. It is true that Gallagher is a history fictionologist, but this is not the fatal flaw in your Little Misha. Or he's only a segment of memory in a dream bubble, but his ambition for the Trailblaze led him to leave the bubble. Well, Misha is a rather special memory zone meme, and he was granted power by the Trailblaze. There's still one thing: a life born in the memory zone could never manifest in reality. So, why did he appear in the Reverie Hotel in reality? The answer is simple. He is the one fatal flaw that contradicts all are still trapped in the dreamscape. Wake up, sleepyhead. Break free from this eternal dream and return.
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2.
This way, darling.